Welcome back to the third interview in our series following Tim's real-time journey from 0 to 10K a month on Amazon KDP. In this conversation, we're diving into Tim's month 3 results, what is working, what's not, and what's coming next. We're also answering some of the top questions from you in the comments on the last video. So if you got a question, drop it below and we might cover it in the next interview. Tim, big welcome back.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Peter? Nice to make an update.
Yeah, great to have you here. What were the results for your month 3? The numbers, the revenue, profit, any trends you're starting to see, etc.?
I've reached the 10K. Good news. No, I'm just kidding. Let me load up my dashboard from last month. I'm also gonna go over the month from the prior video again because I didn't mention the net royalties, and I saw that the comments were asking for this. But first, let's go over last month. So the royalties have increased. Gross royalties, 535 euros, which is approximately $600, a little bit lower than $600. Net royalties, here comes the point. Net royalties last month, minus 1.3K. Yeah, we've been trying out Facebook ads a lot. I've been creating Facebook ads campaign for every book, basically, that wasted some money more or less, but in the end, I made a good discovery. So one book is working really well to Facebook ads, which is giving a crazy organic ranking right now. But yeah, overall, my my conclusion from this month, there were some new learnings. For example, Facebook ads doesn't work for every book, but I will go later into that probably. The new book that is succeeding, get some new learnings from that about target audiences, which work great on Facebook, etc. But yeah, I remember last video I mentioned the goal for this month is 1K. A little bit disappointed that I didn't hit it. I was the last like third of the month royalty, the first 2/3 of the month they were kind of slow. Last third it started rising, and now this month it's also has risen. But I was a little bit feared that this will be the public humiliation challenge instead of the 10K a month challenge. But yeah, we're back on a good track. Still, the net royalties, it's not good to see, but we're going for an aggressive ads launch strategy for every book. And yeah, and I also discovered, by the way, for anybody that has a new KDP account, I've also talked with another publisher that has a relatively fresh KDP account. We've discovered that there has been some Amazon ads like spending limit. At first was like $15 per day, then it raised to $30 per day. This is like an invisible spending limit, so they don't show you the limit. It's just in there for new accounts apparently. Yeah, we got that removed now, and are able to spend as much as we want. So for anybody who has a new account and is wondering why are my ads not getting impressions, even though the bid is really high, that's what was the case for me. Or Gerald is mentioning the ad and managing the ads, and yeah, that's the case. Just text the Amazon Ads team, and they will eventually remove the limitation. Yeah. So again, gross last month 535 euros, net last month minus 1.3K euros.
Okay, thank you very much for the transparency. I think that is going to be very helpful, especially as we start getting near to 10K and in
Yeah.
a couple of months from now or whenever it is that you reach 10K and you're making 10K a month in profit. This is going to be a great video to come back to anyone who's in the starting phase, to remind yourself that, hey, the starting phase, even when you launch a new book, we're not looking for profit. We're building momentum and you're testing, okay, what will work. Hopefully that will sprout a brand out of what you're creating now. And I'm curious, is there any particular book that is making the most of the money, or how does it look currently?
I remember last month it was the clear winner book, which made like 80% of the money, was the German book I first created by myself. This is still making the same amount of money, but yeah, as I mentioned, with the Facebook ads, there's one book which really took off on Facebook ads. It has incredible. It has like a cost per click of 8 to 9 cents, which is average for good books that run well on Facebook. But it has a add to cart. It's like at 1.20 euros, so €1.20 per add to cart. This is running really well, and this ad running really well results in the book ranking really well organically for a really like competitive keyword, where other books, I'm ranked 1 for this keyword now. Other books they have like 6 to 24,000 reviews. They have crazy amounts of reviews, but I'm still able to rank good organically with this book, and this book is now making the majority of revenue, like 40-50%. And yeah, I think I have paperbacks 12 live now, and out of these 12, like 80% of the revenue comes from 4 books, which is more or less the 80-20 rule.
I think one quote that applies here is, don't worry about failure, you only need to be right once. And it's attributed to Drew Houston, the co-founder and CEO of Dropbox. But in essence, the book, you can lose money on several books now that you're testing with ads. I'm sure that they will turn around. But let's say you get one book that really takes off, and out of that book even sprouts a big brand, then it doesn't matter that you've lost money, because that book will then pay off everything that you have lost, let's say, in those other books. But even and the thing with what you're doing is you can turn off the Amazon ads, you can stop what doesn't work, the Facebook ads that don't work. So you're just in a testing period now. And
Yeah.
I remember you called month 1 the learning phase, month 2 you called the seed creation phase. So not the seed planting phase, but rather the process of creating the seeds. What do you call month 3?
The I'm kind of out of the seed creation phase. I've slowed down the production now. So it's seed planting phase, but very patient seed planting phase. First, let the seeds that are already planted, let's see how they spread, and then based on the data that is gathered, I will proceed to plant more phases. So at the moment, it's I would call it the green thumb phase, maybe greenfield strategy, green thumb phase. It's still, I would still call it. It's still kind of the learning. It's still a type of learning phase. I think it's every phase should always be as a learning phase to some extent. But overall, if I would still say I'm still in a learning, gathering data, planting some seeds phase. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the month where you've started to feel traction, or is it still a patience mode?
Maybe just silly publish the ching salt. It's I'm starting to gain traction now. I've started to gain traction towards the end of the month, and now for this month we currently have the 11th of August, and I can really see traction coming in this month, resulting from the last few days of the last month. So yeah, it's going well. I can shortly mention maybe from this month, 7 days in, and we're at 480 euros in royalties after the 7th. So it's going much better now, but also there's more ad spend, of course. Full numbers I will give at the end of the month. But
What is your
books are gaining
estimator?
traction. Estimated projection for this month.
Yeah.
Today it went up to 2.1k euros, which is $2.3k or something like that.
Okay. That's a big jump.
I hope to make this jump every month from now.
Okay. What has changed in your daily workflow compared to 30 days ago? Are you working smarter or just more?
I've been working on improving stuff a lot this month since I've slowed down production. I'm focusing more on like increasing the quality. I'm still working on getting better bonuses. I set myself so most publishers, they just do like basic bonuses, which is maybe a PDF file, 3 books. But I'm trying to be really creative when it comes to bonuses. Some have their own web app. I'm also now looking into building smartphone apps. I've digged into Lovable a little bit. While we're talking, GPT-5 gets released. I just watched the announcement live stream. So if you guys know Lovable, they also ChatGPT-5 is now also able to create apps more or less. So this will be very exciting. Yeah, otherwise I've been improving video ads. I've been improving books, book creation itself. I've switched a little bit from Photoshop to Canva for workflow creation because freelancers are cheaper and it's easier to teach, but still I'm creating new books right now or new workflows for books, but not to the extent which I created them last month or the month before. But yeah, they are more complex. I'm digging into high content now, preparing the first high content book. Yeah, so just learning new things, improving old things, staying ahead, trying to stay ahead of other publishers, staying ahead of the current situation with AI releases, new softwares, whatever. So if I would have to give it a name, I think I would call it the improvement month of improvement, maybe.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you said last month you'd begin launching TikTok optimized books. How did that go? Any early wins or surprises?
No TikTok optimize. No, there are some books which I now try to market to TikTok, but no update on this basically yet. But I will for sure have an update on this next month. I've created some challenge books. I think that's broad. I can say that some challenge books that I can see really work well on TikTok. But yeah, no data yet. No data yet on that.
Brief shameless plug you don't want to miss. Have you ever wanted to meet other KDP self-publishers in one room, exchange ideas, and have a great time together? Then our 2-day Mastermind event in Las Vegas on October 25 and 26 is exactly what you're looking for. Uncover secret strategies in our speeches, get one-on-one advice from me and our team in workshop sessions, and exchange ideas with other publishers at your level and above. Click on the first link in the description to find out more. And you're also building an email list. Is that starting to pay off yet or still in the build mode?
It's still in the early build mode. I think the email list in total from all brands combined is about 30, 40 people, somewhere around there. And yeah, no big updates on that yet, but it's building. I can say that it's building up. People like the bonuses.
Okay. What have you learned about marketing that you wish you knew 2 months ago?
I think the one Facebook ad that is running really well, it gave me a lot of insight on this specific target audience. And that insight is something I had a couple of months ago. I would have created more books in that direction for that target audience, since they are very willing to buy through Facebook ads. Other than that, maybe the new video ad format, but I think it doesn't really hurt that this wasn't here in month 2 and month 1. Well, it would have been better, of course, if I discovered it earlier. But yeah, it's mainly the Facebook marketing. It also gave me the angle of not doing niche research only on Amazon or only on TikTok, but Facebook ads is also a place to do niche research, and you compare it with Amazon. So I'm working on a book now, which is also exactly targeted at this target audience that is working really well for the other Facebook ad. So yeah, maybe that marketing angle. It's not really marketing, or niche research also maybe counts into marketing, but niche research based on other platforms like Facebook ads or Facebook in general, or yeah, for TikTok is pretty known, or people talk about doing niche research for, but I've rarely had people talk about doing niche research for Facebook ads. But it's also hard if you haven't, because you have to get the data first for Facebook, and you can make assessments on how to pick niches based on that data.
Yeah, sounds interesting. Now let's go into some YouTube comments that were left on the previous video. So once again, if you have questions for Tim, just drop them down and we can cover them in the next video. But Puny Gurl asked, are you going deep in one niche or testing across many? How do you decide?
I'm currently basically testing out many niches. The first 2 months, I made mostly the same kind of book. So it's fiction. It's a fiction format, and then I tested multiple fiction niches. Right now, what I'm trying to do is like gather data from all those bullets. We have the saying "fire bullets, then cannonballs." So you fire bullets, see where the bullets hit the best, and then you fire a big cannonball there. So what I'm trying to do now is find the targets that perform the best, and then fire cannonballs towards that niches or that targets.
Okay, that's great. March Meadow wants to know, can your process work for fiction or is it only for non-fiction books?
It is for fiction books, so it's a short story format. Same workflow also works for not short story fiction books. This exact workflow, which these first books have been run through, it mainly works only for. I would say you could also create nonfiction through that workflow, but it's not optimized for nonfiction. So it's a fiction book workflow, more or less. But yeah, I'm now building workflows for nonfiction books as well. A little bit different page arrangements, completely new design, etc. Yeah.
Okay. Double Espresso Shot asked, how are you doing TikTok without spending hours in the app?
I haven't started posting the videos yet. I did some research on TikTok, but I don't think it takes hours, to be honest, really. There's also got some good TikTok publishing case studies on YouTube. I think Sean Dowell showed some great case studies that can give you inspiration. But when it comes to niche research for TikTok, yeah, Callow data, and then you can just go on the book product. You can see which videos made the most money. You can just take inspiration from those video formats. And I think the actual posting of the videos also will maybe take. I plan on doing TikTok with 4 books. By the way, I'm not starting off with TikTok Shop. I'm just selling it through Amazon on the backend, more or less. I'm starting off with 4 books. Each will have 3 TikTok accounts at least. One book is German. I will post them myself. And the rest I have found US freelancers. They will create the account in the US and they will also post the videos for those accounts. I think if I would, of course, manage all these accounts by myself, it would take time. But I suggest not doing it yourself because I think my dog could do it. That's just typing a sentence that is pre-given and hitting a button. And yeah, when it comes to niche, to actually researching or watching the videos, I think you also don't have to spend hours. You can just I started off a new account. I searched this topic, which is a niche I wanted to find video formats in. I searched book talk and then watched 2 videos or so. And then my whole For You page is just people promoting their book. Not only people promoting their book, also just book content creators making book content. But yeah, you will get into the algorithm pretty quick. And then you will also get inspiration for it pretty quick. Of course, the longer you stay, the more data your brain gathers, more or less. But I don't think it requires too much time. And also, it's interesting doing it, and it's not like you're wasting the time, but you're making learnings from every video that you see performs well.
Okay. Anita PRSA1617 asked, how did you open a TikTok shop if you're not in the US or an eligible country?
I've not solved this problem yet, to be honest. As I said, I will start off with just selling it through Amazon on the backend. I'm more or less not trying TikTok shop, but TikTok as a marketing, TikTok organic content as a marketing channel. Don't have the plan for that yet. I think there are some workarounds. I'm not sure yet what I will do here, but I will keep you updated on what solution I find. But I think there are also YouTube videos showing how to do it as a non-US entity. But I'm not sure if you need to create a US LLC or if you can do it otherwise. But there is some way. I think also for Germany, it should be no problem because Germany also has US as TikTok shop, and I am from Germany, so German TikTok shop should be no problem.
AMGX3ZF asked, zero profit, but how much loss have you had so far? And how are you feeling about it?
As I mentioned already, I think it was minus 1.3K loss last month. The month before was less. I think it was only minus 300. I think I'm pretty confident that it's just part of the process. I'm not scared at all. I could be scared, but I think it's never productive to be scared here. I have people advising me who know what they are doing that I can trust. Now still feeling confident, and I see the numbers going up. I see that it looks how it should look, the overall picture. So yeah, I think no reason to be feel uneasy here.
Okay. These were all the YouTube comments that I saw now, at least. If I missed any of your comments, just again, drop them in this video. And but you said last month that you had zero doubt, and you say it now a little bit again. Even working 12-hour days for $200 per month. It was last month. This month it's over 500. But again, minus 1,300. Is that still true in month 3, or are there cracks showing?
As I just mentioned, there are no cracks showing or anything, and I still feel confident. Yeah, I think I answered that pretty thorough in the response before. I don't know what to add really. It's still zero doubt. Sometimes I think, oh, how is AI gonna change everything? Is this really the right card to put everything on at the moment? But I always come to the conclusion, yes, it is. I don't have a doubt that this is a wrong time allocation or decision I'm making at the moment. Also, it's really fun doing it, and I can express my passion a little bit of learning new things. I have a passion for learning new things, for design. Everything comes together here, so this is still fun. I still have a good buffer to sit on. Yeah, I stay confident.
Yeah, we're building a suspension here? Will you be able to dig yourself out of the hole that you put yourself into?
Yeah.
No, but it's if we go and we fast forward a year from now, it's just like you said, you need to be able to deal with the fear, and the fear, what is the worst thing that can happen? That you lose money, and even that you can come back from. So really there's nothing to be afraid of. You can always
100%.
make more money, and
Yeah.
the upside is so big. And like we mentioned earlier on in the video, it's not like you're forced to be in a loss. If you wanted right now, you could just cut all the loss and you'd probably be at
Yeah.
several hundreds in profit every single month. So you're deliberately spending more money on ads to boost the ranking of the books. I know you mentioned you have a couple of books that are 20K BSR, or what's the
Yeah.
BSR?
I have one book that's like 18K now, another book that's 22K, I believe. The other one is switching between 30, 40K, but this is the one that is running really good through Facebook ads. And this one is also, it's ranking organically really good right now. So I think this one will also drop down. So yeah, I have some good books. As you said, we could just turn the ads to ACOS focus and turn up the profitability at the moment, but that's not part of the plan. So we will do that eventually. But yeah.
All right. Has your definition of success shifted at all since you started? Is it still about 10K a month, or is it something else now?
I think I said that last interview as well. I thought the 10K a month in December was a little bit low, and I said like the unofficial 30K a month. I will leave it at that. So I think success is just being profitable, making back the money, and getting a nice, more or less passive income stream. Keep the team running with minimal effort, the system running, and yeah. And by the way, what I wanted to add to the question before, yeah, even if it doesn't work out, I still learned such valuable skills like the whole team management, outsourcing. This could be applied to any business basically, and just get a big leverage in every business through this outsourcing methodology and mindset. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say it. It's not just about the money, it's also about who you're becoming in the process and the skills you're gathering.
100%.
You're 3 months into this. If someone is watching and they are in month 1, month 0, let's say, they're scared, they're uncertain, they're overwhelmed, what would you say to them right now?
I think everybody always says this: get your first books out. Depends on your starting position. If you have a good network behind you and you have people you can ask questions all the time, you can also directly go for like big launch strategies like I'm doing right now. Otherwise, I would say get your first books published, publish the first book, publish the second book, uh, get into outsourcing as early as possible. Steadily try to improve, always look for knowledge, always try to get better, connect with other people. Yeah, it still boils down to these things.
Okay.
And yeah, maybe get an advisor who can tell you this for you. You have this financial situation. These are your goals. You should exactly do this strategy. Yeah.
How do you think it would be if you didn't have the network, if you didn't have advisors, let's say, and would you still be going this aggressively, or how would you, if you put yourself in that situation, how do you think you would act, and what would your thoughts be at this point?
Let's say in a parallel universe, I discovered KDP not through you, but through, I don't know, some random YouTuber. I don't have a connection to a community like DPE. I think I would never have made the decision to start KDP, to be honest. But if I would still have started, I probably wouldn't work as effectively when it comes to outsourcing and book production. I will probably sit there for 2 or 3 months, work on the same book, publish it, make some learning. So I think everything would be much slower and not to the quality that I'm able to do it now. I think learning would be much slower. So yeah, to sum it up, everything would be much slower. And I think what the worst thing would be is that I never know if what I'm doing is the correct thing. So the uncertainty in taking action, taking the correct actions, I think that is what would cost me the most in the end, or what would hold me back and eventually maybe even lead me to do something else instead. So yeah, it's the confidence that I'm just getting, having contacts to ask, what do you think about this? How should I do this? Have you ever had this? Is this a common issue? What should I do here? Just yeah, I think that without that, everything would be very slow.
Okay. And finally, what is your gut feeling going into month 4? Momentum, pressure, clarity, chaos? Where is your head right now?
I think it's excitement. I will publish a lot of seasonal books this month. It's not that season yet, but I think they can still already try to perform. It's excitement. I've seen the numbers go up really good at the beginning of this month now. So I'm projections look good. I'm looking forward to how everything will unfold, how I will be set up for the next month. Yeah, I think excitement is the correct word.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Tim, for another interview. This was very interesting and helpful, and I always appreciate hearing the updates, and I think the viewers do as well. And yeah, that will do it. If you like this video, hit the like button, drop your comments in the comment section below, and watch this video showing up on the screen next.
Yes. See you guys.
See you.